I'm going to close real soon, but let me close with this. One of the things my mother used to do, and my father, when I mentioned that senior citizenship, I was not joking. I've heard it said that they know how many prison beds they need by the time the kids are in the 3rd or 4th grade. Well, I had one here. It was ready for me. But in the 3rd or 4th grade, I was about the worst student person that you could find. And I mean, that's a lot to say about a little 3rd or 4th grader. My mom and dad used to go to school so much, I know they thought they was teachers on the faculty. We had at Chandler Elementary School, that I know some of you are very familiar with. Now as an adult, I know that a yellow sheet is really just that thing where they keep the contact with, who's an emergency contact and their name and address and all that. But they had this convention at Chandler Elementary that whenever you did something wrong, they'd turn your yellow sheet over and write a little note about what you did. If you did too much, they'd tell mom and daddy to come to school. Well, Shirley Moore had a yellow sheet that probably didn't have nothing on the back. I had a yellow sheet that was like the yellow pages. It took 2 secretaries to put my yellow sheet on my desk. But my mama and daddy, my mama in particular, kept coming to that school trying to get me right. Yeah. I became a Cub Scout because of my mama. And you think I was a bad student, I was the worst Cub Scout. Man, I don't like Wednesday to this day. But my mama, she tried. Then after I blew it, she lasted Sammy and threw him in the Cub Scout. But she did give me a membership at the YMCA, which I loved. And I went there every day. And I just loved the Y, and it kind of did something to me. But the thing, in addition to my mama, there was the biggest white man I ever saw in my life, Mr. Ike Gray. Oh, God. I finally got a C in citizenship. You needed a B in citizenship to be on the safety patrol. But Mr. Ike Gray put me on the safety patrol. Long story short, by the time I was in the 6th grade, I was a model citizen. Not academically. I still have some catching up to do. But as I close, I had this teacher in the 6th grade. Tall, stern man named Mr. Sloan. Oh, yeah. Mr. Sloan didn't play his radio. Mr. Sloan, he was an intelligent man, but he took no stuff. One day, Mr. Sloan walked in class, and it's a little foggy. I have a pretty good memory, but this is a little foggy, because it seems like it could have been a spelling bee, but I don't think it was a spelling bee. But I kind of remember Mr. Sloan walking up to the first chair, first row. So that would have been a person whose name starts with A. And he did his usual. He he told us all to stand up. He looked at it and he said, spell eulogy. And the person, I don't know how they spelled it, they probably said you. And Mr. Sloan probably looked at him for a minute, stepped around him and looked at the next person and said, spell eulogy. Now you know this poor person is singing down in their chair because you know how we do. Well, your boy is kind of back in the middle, a few rows back. You know I can't spell eulogy. But I did have a secret weapon. I had Janice Forrest and Bernice Graham, who came before me. And they could spell just about anything. I had a whole lot of other people behind me. Greg Tripp, Alvin Williams, Daphne Wells, who you know as Daphne Means Curtis. They spell anything. But they do me no good because they was behind the G's. So Mr. Sloan, I ain't never heard so many ways to spell eulogy. And they was all wrong. Y-U-Y-O. And I could see Mr. Sloan bearing down on him. Mr. Sloan got to Janice Forrest, boom, down goes Forrest. Bernice Graham, down goes Graham. So I'm standing there, eyeball to eyeball with Mr. Sloan. And I'd like to tell you that I sucked it up and I asked him to put it in a sentence. And I just knocked it out. But that didn't happen. My memory is foggy, but Mr. Sloan probably looked at me and went on to the H's. But, you know, I had some catching up to do. But I wish Mr. Sloan was here today, because not only can I spell eulogy, I can deliver one. Not only can I deliver a eulogy, I can tell you the etymology of it. Mr. Sloan would love that. The word eulogy, derived from the classic word eulogia, means praise. The root, logi, word, the prefix eu, good, good word, good praise. Eu, like in euphemism, a good word in place of an offensive word. EU as in eupepsia, good digestion. EU as in eurythmic, good movement. EU as in euphony, good sounding, as in euphoria, good feeling, as in eugenics, good breeding, as in eudora, a name that means good gift. EU as in Europe, a name that in the world, according to Gary, means good mother.
When I was a little boy, when I was just a boy, and the devil called my name, when I was just a boy, I say now who do you think you're fooling? When I was just a boy, I'm a consecrated boy. When I was just a boy, I'm a singer in a Sunday choir. Oh, my mama loves me, she loves me. She gets down on her knees and hugs me. Oh, she loves me like a rock. She rocks me like the rock of ages and loves me. She loved me, loved me, loved me, loved me. When I was grown to be a man, grown to be a man, and the devil would call my name, grown to be a man. I said, now who do you think you're fooling? Grown to be a man. I'm a consummated man, grown to be a man. I can snatch a little purity. Oh, my mama loves me. She loves me. She gets down on her knees and loves me. She loves me like a rock. She rocks me like the rock of ages and loves me. She loves me, love me, love me, love me. And if I was president, the minute Congress called my name, I'd say, who